And we're back. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Dave's making coffee, so yeah, that's me. Suze, you're on the right channel. That's me, the Radix. If you haven't been on Dave's channel, we just did a live on camera. Yeah, we just did a live over on Dave's channel. So if you haven't watched it, watch it after this one, of course. And he will be joining us very shortly. Thank you, Sleepless in South Africa. Nice to see you in the flesh. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go on cam today, simply because my eyes have it's just weird, but yeah, I'm a bit, but who cares? Who cares? This is me, the real me, so who cares? I just thought you guys need to see my fuggly face before I go on holiday and then come back all fresh. So, do we have a lot of people in here? 146. That's perfect. I'll be waiting one more second for Dave until his coffee is ready. My email, it's tanyajamescr@gmail.com. You see, also can find that on my About section on the channel. Thank you. Hi, Tumbleweed. Okay, do I mention everybody's name? Broken Dishes. Hi, welcome. Bumblebee, welcome. Lavender Blue. Another bumblebee. We have 2 bumblebees here. Justice for All. Sleepless in South Africa, of course. Gregory Holstein. Hello. Dave G, of course. Ellie 79. Lavender Blue. Miss Jones. Super Sunshine. Sue. Michelle N, of course. Purple blonde. My daughter actually dyed her hair one half purple and the other half was black. Yeah, that's modern now, Mom. You have no clue what's going on in school. All right. Hi, Miss Jones. Melina. Hello, Catherine. Nice to see you here again. Catherine really made me sleepless last night. The day before yesterday, I fell asleep on my laptop keyboard, you guys, looking stuff up Catherine sent to me. Who else have we here? Donna. Hi, Donna Johnson. Mrs. J Max 72. Hello, Lynn Church. Gregory, I already mentioned. Monica, I hope you're good. You're gonna be a moderator for me as well. TH, hi. Betsy's Barn, hi. Cecile, Tumbleweed, JPJ, everybody there. Emma, Kat, Suze, Brenda, Stacy, Sleepless in South Africa, of course, Kat, Stefania, hi, liebe Grüße. Desired, hi. Tiger Girl, hi. Virgo, hi. Okay, I think Dave will be taken forever and ever and ever. So, shall we just start? Shall we just start? Oh, yeah. By the way, this is my favorite t shirt. I love that movie. I love everything Stephen King related. And there's a new one coming out or is out already. It's not that good. It's basically a recap of the whole movie. It's all right. It's not that good, but it's all right. So watch it. It's on Netflix. Come and play with us. Yeah, red rum, red rum. I've been on a business trip in January, and we went to a hotel, and those corridors of the hotel exactly like in that movie, and I'm like, oh my god. I was scared shits, but yeah, okay. Have you seen the movie Tumbleweed, right? It's good. Yeah, it's good, but if you have seen a Stephen King movie, right? It's just everything else, you just forget about it. Also, if you read the books, you don't want to watch the movie again. Is something muted? It must be on your end, Monica. Yeah, or go out and come back in again. Yeah. Oh, I gotta show you guys something. Where do I have it? Do I have it here? Actually, it's upstairs. Well, next time I'm gonna show you a book I recommend to you guys. It's about everybody who is interested in the Manson murders. You gotta read this book. It's called Now is the Only Thing That's Real by some author of the UK. It's really good. Do I have it here somewhere? It's like my living room is a mess. No, it's upstairs. Okay, next time. Carrie was my first book. Carrie, I saw the movie and read the book. Very good. Very good. Hi, Angelina. She's neon pink now? Oh my goodness. Yeah, but then the moms, they have no clue, right? Now, my daughter is 14, so I basically let her do whatever she wants with her hair and stuff. I don't really, as long as she's not shaving it. All right, let's get into this because Dave's taking way too long. Dave, you here? Because once I get into my presentation, I don't see StreamYard anymore. So, yeah. Okay, let's get right into this. Dave, yeah, everybody's shouting for Dave. I'm gonna turn my camera off now, just for the data. All right, this is me 3 years ago when I was looking all right. And then the stress kicked in. No, just joking. All right, share my screen. And what I want to talk about actually came to my head when I did those router locks. So I want to show you guys what a thorough and flawless investigation looks like. Oh, look who's here. You.
I'm here just in time. Just in time, everyone. So,
We missed you.
what happened?
We missed you.
Oh, you
I'm like,
missed me.
I'm not waiting any longer. I'm gonna go into this.
It's
Because
okay, and I'm going to turn off my camera too, and then you can go and do your full screen, and
yeah,
away
because
we
then
go.
I get complaints again for you're taking so long before you get into this.
Well, you know what? You know what they can do with their complaints. I won't say it on your channel, but I would say it on mine. So yeah, do that with your complaints, everybody. This lady right now puts in so much work into her live streams, and the amount of work she put in just to come over onto my channel earlier today is just outstanding. And this lady needs to be supported so much by everybody. And TJ, you are an absolute star of YouTube. You should have 100,000 subscribers. You truly should, because you are amazing.
Aww.
You truly are. You truly are. So I'm just going to turn off my camera.
Yep.
Oops, wrong button.
Go away.
Okay, camera's gone, and then you can go up now. Go across the full screen. Get rid of both of us so everyone can see your wonderful presentation. There we go.
There you go. Okay. So let's get into this. So, like I said, want to talk to you guys about the thorough and flawless investigation, right? Do you hear me okay, Dave?
Perfectly. Crystal clear.
Okay. Let's
All
get
right.
into it. First of all, a little explanation. What is a discovery, right? So, an electronic discovery, also known as e-discovery, this is what we have here, involves the discovery of electronic data and records. It is important that data obtained through e-discovery be reliable and therefore admissible in a court of law. And this is an excerpt of actually when you Google the court of law in the United States, under the section, what is a discovery and what does a discovery contain? This will come up, okay? So it has to be reliable, it's admissible in a court of law. What I'm going to go through is the timeline of the forensic technician. And I explain to you right now. The forensic technician of CBI, Weld County, dissected the items, which are here, all the devices and phones. He labeled Chris Watts' work phone as item 40, item 41, his personal phone, item 42, Shannon's personal phone, and item 43, Kessinger's phone. I blacked out the numbers and the emails because it's public record. You can always go back into the discovery and look for it yourself. But I don't want anybody to call these numbers having them from my channel. So if you're going to go look for yourself and call these numbers or any numbers I'm going to show you, it's on you, not on me, okay? So here we see the system they ran on, just a normal Celebrite dump report. Then we go here, he dissects the item number, as you can see circled to the left. That's, for example, his personal phone, item 41, right? Here, item 41, this is his personal phone. Then he dissects TL, timeline, the timeline number in the exact order of a given event or entry on the phone. And he doesn't do that. That's the Celebrite dump, right? It tells you exactly this picture or this image he took is picture number 5889 taken on his phone. You cannot change these numbers. So when images come up, it's the same thing as the timeline of the actual phone entry. This could be calls, messages, taking pictures. So everything your phone does, it logs into an entry. Same with images, the image number in exact order of event or entry on a given phone. So you will never see image number 6978 comes before 6872 or something like that. You know, it's in the exact order. So this is an example of how this works. So we see here at 10:56 hours till 11:38 hours, Watts took photographs of assorted vehicles, metadata, proved he was at Shelby American Collection, blah, blah, blah. So, timeline 41, we know he took those pictures with his personal phone. The entry number is 5,868 to 5,881. This tells us Chris Watts took 14 pictures. Okay? Also, his phone locks 14 entries. One entry for each image he's taken. Okay? So, the last entry CW's phone locked was 5,881 at 11:38 hours. Shanann calls him and this is just an example. We're getting into this bit by bit. Shanann calls him 4 times and his phone locks 4 events. Number 5884, 5886, 5887, 5888. Okay? The last entry is 5881. Shanann calls entry number 5884. So this tells us that Chris Watts had 2 other entries in between the last one and Shanann's calls. The technician did not tell us timeline. Missing are the entries 58882 and 5883, as you can see here. 81 is his last entry. Then he does something in between 2 entries, and the technician doesn't tell us what he does with his phone. And then it starts again at 5884. So there are 2 missing. 5882 and 5883. Where are they? They're not there. Okay? So this is stuff they don't tell us. Then the entry continues. Nothing missing. Last entry, 5888. Shanann's 5th call is locked at 5889. So he didn't do anything in between this. But his phone locked 2 entries we don't know about right in between here. And we can also go down to the minute. We know between 11:38 hours and 12:46 hours, he did 2 things with his phone we don't know. Okay? This is what this timeline tells you or doesn't tell you.
It's flawless.
It's very flawless, especially it has to be admissible in court. So a judge would ask.
You've been receiving a few super chats. I gave you $20.
Oh my God.
Catherine C gave you $20.
Oh my
And
God. Thank you so much.
and Tish, aka from Team Unmurdered, 2 gave you $10. Truly enjoy you and Dave. That's what. Yeah. So I just want to just let you know. Sorry to interrupt, but you've been getting a few super chats. So
Tish, thank you so much.
You deserve it.
Catherine, thank you so much. Dave, stop throwing money at me.
Oh well, that's you came onto my channel and just. I mean, at the end of my live, there was 1.5 thousand people that watched my live stream as soon as it ended. So without you, I would never have had those numbers, sweetheart. So thank you so much. You deserve it. You deserve it.
You're very welcome. No problem at all.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Thank you guys for super chat. Thank you so much. Okay, so does everybody understand what's going on here, right? There are 2 entries missing, just not there. So a judge wouldn't check or wouldn't go into detail, and a judge wouldn't ask, oh, there are 2 entries missing. A judge would say, that's the discovery. Okay. He reads it out, or they're going through at trial. Jury hears that. A jury member wouldn't ask, why are there 2 entries missing? What's going on there? They wouldn't, because they don't know this stuff. Okay. So let's go through the missing entries of August the 13th, shall we?
Rachel Townsend, thank you very much for joining.
Thank
And
you.
Tumbleweed Weed, thank you very much for your $20 donation.
Thank you so much, Tumbleweed. Thank you. Thanks, Rachel, for joining. We're going to have nice study groups.
You are going to have great study groups.
We already had a study group with Catherine. Was awesome.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's get into the entries missing from August the 13th. So, you guys, this is the discovery timeline of the forensic technician. You would think. No, I'm going to pause this. I have a question for you guys. If something like this happens to your family members, occurs in your family, would you want the technicians and investigators do a thorough investigation and put everything to light what there is? Wouldn't you want that?
Absolutely.
Just type in yes or no.
Yep. So everyone here in chat, a yes or a no? What would you like? If that was your family, this had happened to members of your family, would you want everything out there? Absolutely everything. So the judge can decide what gets entered into evidence and what doesn't.
Exactly. So I think we're on the same page here, you guys.
I believe we are.
Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at the thorough investigation. So this is the timeline the forensic technician made for us. At 6:29 to 6:30, Watts made 3 unanswered calls to Roberts. Watts messages Roberts. Watts made another unanswered call to Roberts. Watts responded with 2 messages to Roberts. At 6:33, Watts answered DPC state, and Watts replied with a thumbs up emoji. So this guy, the forensic technician, is very thorough. He is replied with a thumbs up emoji, right? I'm not even talking about that his personal or her personal feelings are in this timeline as well, but we get to that later. So as you can see, the last entry, 6:33 hours, 6:557, and then it goes on to 6:559. So what did he do in those 2 minutes? There's one entry missing. And you can see 40, his work phone. One entry missing on his work phone. Same down here. One entry.
Hold that thought for a sec. Purple Blonde,
Yeah.
Your channel is amazing. TJ, £5. Nelly,
Thank you.
thanks. Nelly, thank you for all your hard work, guys. You put into this explaining it as well. You all are wonderful. That's from Nelly, $20.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, guys, you make me really speechless. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you.
Autumn Renee, who used to be Criminal Imagination, who is a wonderful supporter of many channels within Watts Island. She has just joined.
Thank you, Autumn Renee. Welcome to the family. So then we have between 6:38 and 6:39, 2 entries missing. All while he's talking to Chad or Cody Roberts, okay? 2 entries missing. The forensic technician doesn't tell us what entries are missing. Same here. And he's not even at Cervi yet. Keep that in mind, guys. He's not even there yet because he only arrived at 6:53.
And I want to let you know, when they do a recovery of people's deleted images, they can recover them. So when it says in the discovery number 6569 is missing, it's actually not missing, people. Chris may well have deleted it, but it's actually not missing because once they do a data search and they can recover images, especially images, they're the easiest to recover. It's not missing. I'll just let you know, it's actually not missing.
It's not missing from the data, but it's
Correct.
missing from the discovery timeline,
Correct.
which is crucial because he has the obligation to put everything in there thoroughly and truthfully. And it doesn't make anything more truthful if you leave stuff out. You know?
Flawless.
Yeah, flawless. So he wasn't even at Cervi, and there between 6:43 and 6:44, another entry is missing. So he did something with his work phone, but we don't know what it is because the technician wouldn't tell us. Okay.
And let's remember, everybody, that at those particular hours of the day, Chris Watts is telling Cody he is at Cervi 6:29. Let's remember this.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
telling Cody he's at 6:29. Everyone,
Mhm.
at 6:53, his work truck arrives at Cervi 319, but he is already saying he's at Cervi 6:29. What are these images that are missing? Would they place Chris at Cervi 6:29 and they don't want the world to see it because it
No.
doesn't fit their narrative? That is a simple
Exactly.
question to ask.
That's not even a question, that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Because you will notice as we go along in the presentation that it only fits the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
This discovery is made to fit the narrative. So let's take a look. 6:59. He's still with Roberts. Check out the timeline number. It's item number 40. Now all of a sudden, it's item 41, his personal phone, right? So Watts took a photograph of his laptop screen, presumably sitting in his truck. Timeline number 7784. Image number 7534. So,
JPK King, thank you for your £10 super sticker. Michelle N, thank you for your Canadian $20.
Oh my God, thank you guys. So this image, guys, we never saw. Okay, this is the image he took at Cervi 319, sitting in his truck of his laptop screen. And I made a live stream before that, and I think, in my personal opinion, this was data from how filled up the tanks were, or something like that. Because why would he send an image to NK showing his laptop screen in his work truck, so it's work related, to NK? And as we later knew, the image he sent to NK was to prove he's being on site because she asked him for proof. And when Kobach asked her in the interview and he went off on her like for 2 minutes saying, well, you asked him for proof that he was on site. And she's like, I asked him for proof that he was at work. Why would you need proof that he was at work?
Framing him. Let's all think about it, everybody. She's placing Chris Watts at Cervi 319, where they had plans of later on disposing of his family. Please, everyone needs to think outside the narrative and outside the box. This is what's actually occurring.
Exactly. Okay, let's get on with this. So, and then at 7:40, Watts sends a staged message to Shannon's phone. If you take the kids somewhere, please let me know where they are at. But the technician is an idiot because this doesn't even line up with the timeline. And he supposedly sent this from item number 40, his work phone. Are you kidding me? The entry doesn't match item number 40 because, as you can see here, the timeline of item number 40 ends with the entry 6573. So that would mean from 6:59 in the morning, an hour later at 7:40, Watts would have taken over 1,200 pictures, calls, or messages. This is impossible.
Unbelievable.
Okay? It doesn't match.
Well, that number's there wrong, and then it goes down again. The next one is
Exactly.
740. It says 6574. So how's this flawless? It's a typo. That's
Okay. Yeah. That's not a
something's
typo. That's not a typo. That's the point. He gets all the information from the Celebrite dump, and you cannot change anything in there.
then what's going
He
on? Why is
gets
that
the
a
data.
thousand apart? Why does that
He
appear at
gets,
740?
we're getting to that. He gets the data exactly as it shows up. So what they want to make us believe is that he sent a message from his work phone, presumably being at Cervi 319 to Shannon's phone. Right? But this never happened. It never happened because it's wrong. And I tell you why.
Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Don't freak out. I'm going to explain in a minute what happened here. Okay. So 7:40, Watts made 2.5-minute call to Troy McCoy. Even though Troy McCoy said he called him earlier and he had to pull over because of geotap,
Bullshit.
registering the phone calls. Bullshit. That call never happened, ever.
Ever.
Okay. So we're back on time item number 40 again, his friggin' work phone. So what happens here? Item number 41, they want us to believe, oh, he was definitely there because he used his work phone and he used his personal phone, okay? Keep that in mind. So then here, some more entries are missing. Then he calls Luke, his supervisor. Then at 7:43, another entry is missing, all on timeline 40. Item number 40, his work phone, okay? So entries missing, entries missing. Here again at 8:25, the entry doesn't match because here we see item 40, his work phone, and timeline number 7786.
Oh
So,
my God.
30 minutes before that, it was timeline number 6584 on the same device. So how can this be?
1,300
Kidding
images.
me?
1,302 entries.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. It gets better. Watts made a stage 23 second call to Shannon's phone from his work phone. Entry number doesn't match item number 40, his work phone. It doesn't match, right? Same here. Watts searched the internet for Primrose School at Erie of Vista Ridge. Seconds later, he called the school. And they are even that stupid to give us the phone number because I checked on his, but we're getting to that. And held a 1-minute conversation. Same thing again. It doesn't match item number 40. During this call, Watts told staff that his daughters would not be attending school there any longer. Okay? 9:05 hours, Shannon's phone. This is item number 42. Item number 42 is Shannon's phone. Had an appointment reminder scheduled for this time, her medical appointment for the doctors. Then same thing. Oops, I went out, sorry. Same thing here. Entry number doesn't match item number 40. So with his work phone, he is supposedly calling Ann Meadows, the realtor, and held a 3-minute and 40-second conversation. Now let's move on. So we already know the entry number doesn't match item number 40. Then the health clinic called on Shannon's phone, item number 42. So from 7790 to 7793, there are again 2 entries missing. And now see what happened, you guys. He calls Ann Meadows And they want us to believe he does that from his work phone, okay? But then he made one crucial mistake. Look at the timeline number 7790. Then they want us to believe that he searched for the Battery lyrics from Metallica, but from his personal phone. Because then it continues 7793. You see what's happening here? You see what's happening here, you guys?
They're misguiding. They're misdirecting.
They are really and definitely misguiding. They do misguide people. So, an innocent call to N Meadows. He can do that with his work phone. But searching for the Battery lyrics? No, he's got to do that on his personal phone. Same with, sending all these pictures with his personal phone, because then we can pin him on what he did on his personal phone. Right? So,
Unbelievable.
yeah. Then it continues. Item number 41, his personal phone. Sandy Rusak, Shanann's mom, sent him a message. Is Shanann okay? And then right after that, he made an unanswered call to Sandy, and she calls him right back, and they held a 1-minute conversation. So in between him calling Sandy and searching the internet for hotels in Aspen, he did something else in between. They wouldn't tell us what he does on his personal phone, right? Same here. There are 1, 2, 3 entries missing before he calls the hotel. Then after he calls the hotel, he does something else twice, because 7, 8, 26 and 27 are also missing. Then he searched the internet for Groupon. See, here the timeline matches up again. 7, 8, 28 continues to 7, 8, 29. So there's no entry missing. Same here, no entry missing. It goes straight from 41 to 42. So we know he searched 12 times on the internet for Groupon, because each search is 1 entry. Continues. And then before Josh Rosenberg sends him a message, there's another entry missing, all on his personal phone. Okay?
Oh, my goodness gracious me.
Here again, there's nothing really suspicious. Of course, they want him to take the sunflower pictures of his personal phone, because why would he take those with his work phone, right? Wouldn't make sense. Doesn't fit the narrative. It could be work related, but they don't want you to think like that. Okay? So nothing else happens here until 12:27.
There's a great question in chat by Purple Blonde, who recently just joined your channel.
Yeah.
Can your information, TJ, be sent before you answer this? I just want to say something. Can your information, TJ, be sent to law enforcement? I'll quickly say something.
Mm-hmm.
Who can we possibly send it to that isn't going to be corrupt? That's the question, because this is law enforcement's report. So how can we send it to somebody who would look into it? Like, this is the question I really want to have. I'm asking you, like, what can we do?
Well, I have some contacts formed in the past couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be doing some stuff in the background, but I cannot basically talk about this just yet until we have a definite answer.
Thank you, Wes Kenny, for joining us. Well,
thank you.
And
okay,
move on. And Wes Kenny and Craig B also joined as well. So you've gained five members so far during this live stream. So you're doing a great job.
Wow, thank you. We're gonna have private study groups, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be nice. So nothing really happens here till 12:41. Then here again, 12:43. And keep in mind, he's still at Cervi 1029 with Troy McCoy. Okay, keep that in mind. Another entry is missing. All of a sudden, he's using his personal phone only at Cervi 1029. Okay, so apart from those two entries missing, nothing is missing. It all adds up on this timeline. So at 1:03, everything is okay. Cassie is chatting with him. And Meadows, the realtor, replies to Watts during this exchange, suggesting a house at 6508 Saratoga may be viable, blah, blah. So she sends him a message. Entry is locked.
Personal phone.
Personal phone. He does something else. And then he's going back to Cassie. Right? See? 77 is missing. Starts again with 78. Then he calls Cassie and held a 1-minute conversation from his personal phone. Timeline number 81. Then 82 is missing. He does something else, what they don't want us to know. And then it continues with 83. McCoy asked Watts if everything was okay. If you need anything, let me know. Okay? Then here again. On his way now. He's on his way now. Meadows asks him something. 84 till and 77. Now here, entry 85 and 86 is missing. 88 and 89 is missing because it starts again with 90.
Can I mention something quickly?
Yeah.
Right. Chris Watts is actually, now you got to remember, Chris has been receiving phone calls and messages, everybody, from Nicole Atkinson. Okay, let's just remember this in regards to when are you coming home, Chris? When are you leaving? When are you leaving? Okay. Now, he is actually talking to Ann Meadows whilst he has left. Okay. So he's left, his family's missing, according to the narrative, according to Nicole Atkinson. They are completely missing. So he is now texting, and Meadows is asking him about 3-car garages. And next, you've got NA calling him quickly twice, okay, prior to him, just before he gets home. Now, just prior to him getting home, let's remember he gets home at 2:08 or 2:07 and 48 seconds p.m. At 2:01, he's driving the wrong way up Saratoga, up Black Mesa Road. Okay, the wrong way up Saratoga Trail, heading towards Black Mesa Road at 2:01. Okay, so but at 1:31 to 1:59. All right, NA called Chris a couple of times. Okay, but in that, this is what we're getting to, everybody. That timeline that leads him up to the dumpsters just before he enters his estate, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries missing.
There's actually more missing because look at this, guys. Meadows asked him, so she is sending him a message and he replies. That's 2 entries. That's 7884 when she texts him. Then he does 2 entries in between, something else. And then he texts back, 3-car garage, I will drive by when I get home. This is entry 7887.
His family's missing. His family's missing, and he's going to go and look at a bloody house.
In between that, he does 2 things. We don't know what he does. 85 and 86. Before he's even answering Ann Meadows, he does something. Okay? Then here, between 1:31 and 1:59, so before he goes home, and keep in mind, guys, he was parking at Black Mesa for 4 minutes, and he does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things with his phone we don't know of before he gets home. You see this? So what did
Mm-hmm.
he do? Who did he call? And what did he text while parking at Black Mesa? They don't want
Correct.
us to know. That's why they left it out and put bullshit, sorry to say that, messages like, what's going on from Christina?
So what I've
Why
got
is
a
that
question
relevant?
about is this is exculpatory evidence. As I've talked about all the time, there
Yeah.
is data missing. That
Yeah.
if he
It's not
had a
missing,
defense,
Dave.
no, it's
It's
not
not
missing. But
missing.
what I'm
They have
saying
it.
is it's left out of this. They have it. Now, why is that data not available, right, and not being shown to us? I bet you damn well that data was not shown to his defense team that works
No.
across the corridor from the prosecution team in the same building on the same floor. Okay,
Right.
so let's just get that in mind. Chris didn't
Yeah.
have a defense team, people, at all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's remember that. Keep
Yes.
going. Sorry to interrupt.
So what the thing is, you gotta keep in mind, guys, this is what the judge gets. This is what the judge reads. And based on this discovery, they charged him with 4 counts of first-degree murder or 3 counts of first-degree murder. In my mind, it's 4 counts because of Nico. So
Yep.
3 counts of first-degree murder, right? Based on this discovery. This is what
Correct.
you got to keep in mind. And if a judge reads that, he would say, oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, he's guilty. Of course. Because a judge wouldn't go into detail of data. This is why they have their experts for, right? Okay, let's get into the work logs. The phone work phone logs.
I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. These guys is the actual phone log from Anadarko from his work phone. I watermarked them, not because I don't want anybody else to have it. I watermarked them because I put a shitload of work into this. And in the past, there were people just taking screenshots of my stuff and telling others, see what I found. I mean, you can say whatever you like and tell people whatever you found. I don't really care, but on the hours and hours of work I put in, right? And if I say something, I'll be called a troll and stuff like that. It's not happening. So if you want call logs, request them from Weld County yourself. Okay? This was not directed to you guys. This was directed at people who continuously stealing my work. I'm not that type of person who says anything. Like, I don't really care. It's a team effort, to get justice. But sometimes it's just, a simple thank you. You don't even have to mention my name, but a simple thank you would be okay with me. You can screenshot everything you want. I always said that on numerous of my live streams, but just say thank you. Okay? So this is why I watermarked it. If you want to have it, request it. So here we see these are all his conversations, phone logs he has had from, I have them all, but this was just one sheet and it shows up until the 14th, until he made his last phone call to Luke. But yeah, that's why I started on the 27th. I have them all. And no, guys, he did not call NK, and NK did not call him on his work phone. Okay. I just put the names of the people we already know. People we don't know, I just used initials. So nobody will come to the idea that an innocent person has anything to do with this just because Chris Watts called them. I don't want this to happen, so I just used initials. And also I blacked out the phone numbers for the simple reason I don't want anybody to call these people because these phone numbers might belong to somebody else now, and I don't want people to blow their phones up, okay? So these are the phone logs. As we can see here, on the 9th, he does quite a lot of talking. On the 10th, only one person he calls, or not even he calls, the person calls him for 3 minutes. On the 11th, the same thing. He calls somebody in Fort Morgan for 6 minutes. The same person he calls on the 12th in the morning. And then he calls Cody on the 12th, on Sunday. And this is where we know he calls Cody because they are talking about where to go first thing in the morning and blah, blah, blah. Okay? So at 7:40 a.m., he calls Troy McCoy, TM, and so on and so on. Let's get into this a little bit deeper. So I couldn't find anything that is wrong with what he actually sent to his coworkers. So what I did was comparing the timeline to their actual messages, and I checked, is the date right? Is the time right? Did he really say what he said in the discovery? So there's no issue with that so far. Same here. Then I put in, the technician says at 7:40 from his work phone, Troy Watts made a 2.5 minute call to Troy McCoy. And this is the screenshot of his work phone logs, 7:40 a.m. So it's true. He called Troy McCoy or vice versa. Same here. The messages all line up. Technician is telling us at 7:43 from his work phone, he calls Luke Apple. 7:43, he calls Luke for 2 minutes. And he says he held a 1 minute 45 second conversation, and it's registered at 2 minutes. So that's also true. Then all these text messages line up with the actual time and actual picture. It's all okay. Then at 7:47, McNeil called Watts and held a 2 minute conversation. Item 40, his work phone. It's also true. 7:47, his call is registered in his work phone logs, and so on and so on. The messages all also line up with what the technician is telling us for now. So, since the technician effed up big time, to me, those calls never happened, right? I know what he did there, but to me and to someone else who doesn't know anything about this stuff, those calls never happened. 8:25 hours, Watts made a staged 23-second call to Shanann's phone from his work phone. Okay? Now, show me where this is in his work phone logs. It's not there. It's not there. Okay? Seconds later, Watts called Ann Meadows, the realtor, and held a 3 minute, 40-second conversation. Item number 40, his work phone. Now show me, where's the call to Ann Meadows? It's not there. Okay? It's not there. Here again.
Unbelievable.
A staged 23-second call to Shannon's phone. What's called the Primrose School? From his work phone. They even put the number. Made it easier for me. Now show me. Where did he call the Primrose School, Mr. Forensic Technician? It's not there. Not there. Then again, here. What searched internet? Primrose School, called the school. Where is this call in his logs? Where is it?
Are they making shit up, or are they deleting? What are they doing?
What are they doing? I can tell you right now in a second. So, here again. Seconds later, what's called Ann Meadows held a 3-minute, 40-second conversation. Not that you think I lied to you guys. Item 40, work phone. Call is not there. He did not call anyone other than his workmates.
Unbelievable.
Okay?
They're making shit up. Flawless. Thorough.
Then here, again, when it goes to things like looking up lyrics for Battery, the song, they use all of a sudden his personal phone again. So what happened here, you guys, is they want you to believe he did all this with his work phone. So, except that picture he took with his personal phone out at Cervi to send it to NK, we cannot place his personal phone at Cervi. This is the whole point. We can't.
You can't.
We can't. So who tells you that he was even there in the morning?
His work truck tells us his truck was there.
Yeah, but
That's
who says
it.
that he was driving his truck?
Correct.
Remember your live stream when I told you guys his work phone wasn't there. His work phone wasn't there when he got in and out of the garage. Does that ring a bell?
Correct.
He did not have his work phone. It did not reconnect to his router. It didn't. So he didn't have it on him. So I was thinking, where was his work phone? Where was it? Except that picture he took with item number 41, which is his personal phone. And we don't have the logs of his phone, of his personal phone, you guys. Keep that in mind. We don't have the logs, so we never see really what went on. And what message he sent with which phone, we don't know. And this item, this picture he sent to NK is the only thing he did with his personal phone on Cervi 319. Everything else he did with his work phone. So this picture is the only thing that places his personal phone to Cervi 319. That's it.
Framed.
And what happens here is they switch that up because he searched for the Battery lyrics on his personal phone. But he also called Ann Meadows, not from his work phone, but his personal phone. But they put item 40, of course, because otherwise they couldn't have placed him there. Do you understand what I mean?
Unbelievable. Right? This is evident. This is
not made up. He did call.
This is holy.
He did
shit.
Call Ann
Yeah,
Meadows.
yeah, we know.
But not from item 40. He did not. Because look at the timeline, you guys. 7790, item 40. This was his personal phone, and they switched it up because the timeline on his personal phone is in the 7,000 numbers, not his work phone. His work phone is not in those big numbers. His work phone is only at 6,000 numbers. And keep in mind, when I told you in the start, he must have had 1,200 entries in his phone to reach that number. Same here, right? He asked Roberts, want me to bring some gator? This lines up. That's why I compared the actual messages to the discovery, this lines up. So I know 100% he sent this with his work phone. But he did not call the Primrose School with his work phone. The item number here, the timeline number, doesn't add up. So between 7:55 and 8:26 or 8:25, when he made that stage 23-second call to Shanann's phone, which is also registered on his work phone, couldn't have happened because in between here, half an hour time, you have over 1,200 entries that would have been missing. So this is actually his personal phone and not his work phone. But why do they tell us it's his work phone? Because this is how they can place him at Cervi 319. Understood? Did I make you speechless?
This is I've just invited 4 people to come and watch this live right now. 4 people that I was associated with my channel right at the beginning. LFT, Tia, Crazy Mama, and Nicole T.
Hi, welcome.
I've just asked them to come in here and watch this because you alone right now have just uncovered the biggest frame job in history in Colorado.
You guys,
this is unbelievable what you have just done.
Mhm.
This is seriously, this is fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I was like, something doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. Why? And now I know why. Because this is the item which they can, you know, you guys, I mean, I don't know anything, right? But if you think about it, this is the only picture he took from his personal phone. And those people are not supposed to make mistakes. It has to be reliable and admissible in a court of law. Okay? And I'm getting really angry right now because it's just ridiculous what they did. You cannot just say, oh, it's a typo. I'm sorry. What typos?
No.
Every second
No.
line a typo?
I said to you, I asked you earlier in the live, is this a typo? And you said no. I will explain why it's not a typo. No, I asked you the question.
Yeah,
right?
it's not
and you explained it's not a typo.
Yeah. So you guys, I hope everybody understands. And sometimes it's hard when you're not with the language and stuff to express myself. But I hope you guys understood what I meant and what I wanted to show you. So what I found is the result of a thorough and flawless investigation. And in my personal opinion, this is a shame. Because if my family, if something like this happens to my family, which it has,
It did. It happened in Michigan.
Yeah. I was on their case to the point where they blocked me everywhere. Okay. And it's an absolute shame what CBI and all these people did. It's an absolute shame. And they should be prosecuted for that.
The Ruziks have to look at this. They have to. The Ruziks have to look at this. The Watts have to look at this. Chris Watts needs an attorney now. He has got every right and grounds for a 35C. This is new evidence.
Guys, don't get me wrong. I don't want to exonerate anybody or
we're not exonerating people.
Okay?
I said I
want others who are, in my opinion, were with him and did this with him and planned this with him. And I do believe it was planned as early as June and July. And I also have proof for that. And I'm going to show you sometime else. But I want these people to be prosecuted. Not walking around free and doing the same friggin' thing again.
this is something that's just I'm. Oh my god. I can't. I've got no words.
I put my
I've got.
camera on in a second. I'm having a smoke. I'm too.
That's okay. Yeah. So yeah, I know the Rusex won't want any part of it. Muffy, I know they won't.
Yeah, that's their
Okay,
decision.
that's
That's
their
their
decision,
decision.
but it's not up to
Me,
the
for my
Rusex.
part,
Sadly,
I decided to investigate further.
correct.
And it's their decision what they do. It's everybody's decision what they do at the end of the day, you know? For
And
my
I've
part,
never
I
said,
have
and I've
decided
never said Chris is innocent. That's what everybody needs to know. I believe he
no
is
way.
not guilty of the
No.
charges. Okay, I believe he's not guilty of the charges that he was convicted of. That
Um,
it's very
JP,
difficult.
K King called the Innocence Project. Forget them. Forget it. I have experience with them. I've am still in contact with like 13 or 17 death row inmates and working for them on their cases for years and years. And the Innocence Project, forget it. Forget it. They are also state funded.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a celebrity or somebody, who supports you, no chance.
There's something. This is. Oh my god.
That's why I ask you guys if that happened to your family, if you wanted a thorough investigation, and if you would expect from technicians, imagine, forensic technicians, to put everything out there they find. You know?
I'm in a state of disbelief.
Yeah. And also, what forensic technician? They have to put their data down and that's it. Okay? Who in the world of this planet does say things in a digital discovery like, yeah, and after he loaded the bodies of Shanann and the kids in his truck and he got rid of his family, who does that? Who puts that in a digital discovery? No forensic technician puts his emotions and stuff like that in a digital discovery. Never ever heard of this. Ever. Now I can show my angry face again.
Yep. Unbelievable. This is just.
Yep.
It's just unbelievable. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
I just can't. I've got no words. I've got no words for what I've just seen.
Mm-hmm.
You explained it in a way that everybody here in chat understands. You've just done an unbelievable job. You have just done. Yep. LFT, we need Chris Watts to be open and honest for once. Just tell us what happened. Because there's something completely wrong.
Yep.
What's the obsession? Okay. It's a great work. There we go. Yep. And after this live stream, everybody, please go over What's the Obsession's going live as well. So after this live stream ends, you'll all be able to go and get some more Watts and watch Kelly on her channel.
No. Never.
No. No. No, 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 no. Mm.
What did he say here? Hold on a sec. What did he say here? Yeah, concerned about that co-workers might show up because he has his family in his truck. Who says that?
Mm. Unbelievable.
Crazy.
This is unbelievable. This is you blow my mind, and normally nobody can make me.
Oh my God, Sugar Beet, thank you so much.
Unbelievable.
I'm having a headache now again.
Yeah, well, this is ridiculous, people. This is absolutely mind-numbing.
Mm-hmm.
Mind-numbing. I'm sorry, I never thought I'd be speechless with this case, but you've just... And I didn't know this was coming, people. I didn't know. She told me she had a presentation.
Mm-hmm.
She told me it was flawless and thorough in sarcasm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fully sarcastic. I went, oh, okay, cool, more data. And I have been the one person that said everything's in the data. It's all in the data. I just was looking in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And you've just found it.
I'm not
You have
sleeping.
just said, now, I'll tell you right now, if people want to go and claim this after this live stream and say,
That's
oh, we
why
discovered this, I'm sorry, it's
you know
not
what, guys? I'm
possible.
usually honestly not like this. Yeah. Everybody can always take my stuff, free to share because
Yep.
I want to get the word out there, no matter who it is. Okay. But to come on and claim, oh, I found this, and then let people pat your freaking shoulder and say you're the greatest investigator on earth, not gonna happen anymore.
Yep.
I'm not afraid of anyone. Ever.
Yep. Crazy mama. Of course she didn't tell you, Dave. You can't keep it quiet from excitement.
Nah.
Yep. So
Yeah, well, like I said, a simple thank you, and I'll be
yeah, that's all. That's all. That's all any of us want
but
is a simple
then
thank you.
I watch my work, and then I say, I don't even say, no, you stole that or something. I don't even say that. I say stuff like, no, you probably got that wrong. It was like this and that. Okay. And then I be called a troll for watching a channel with my work, no, not gonna happen anymore. And I'm not gonna be quiet about this anymore because this is
Here we
just
go.
thank you, for God's sakes.
Sammy
Thank
Smith
you,
wrote.
broken dishes. She's not saying CW is innocent, but that was a cover up and data manipulation. Yeah, that's what I believe.
Correct. And Sammy Smith wrote, Seeking the Truth with Dave. KK and Gina had a lawyer that was on OJ's case ready to go pro bono. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah,
Okay.
you've told Sharon she'll call Cindy and Ronnie to watch this. Thanks, Tammy. It's
No,
good that
I'm not saying he's innocent.
Nobody's saying he's innocent. I've said he's not guilty. I believe nobody went out in that truck out to Cervi.
Yeah. I
That
have
Chris
to.
was driving. Right? This
It's
is the
not a
whole
paid
thing.
promotion, but I love this. So whatever,
Okay.
they don't pay me.
Yep. So the thing is, nobody went out to Cervi. I don't believe anybody killed anybody. Chris didn't kill anyone in the house.
No.
Okay. Which
no.
means there's no way Chris killed anyone. That's pretty much how that comes down to. Okay. So he could not have disposed of the body. So he can't be charged with tampering with deceased human body. And he also cannot be charged with, just one moment, just the camera. He can also not be charged with unlawful termination of a pregnancy. Okay, but he can be charged with, and he wasn't charged with, conspiracy to commit murder.
Yeah.
And that's what he was never charged with. If there was a plan, I'm pretty damn sure it didn't involve the children. Okay, it may have involved Shanann, but he was never ever charged with conspiracy to commit murder. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm not saying he's innocent. Please don't ever think that words will never come out of my mouth until he's proven innocent.
Yeah.
But I have to tell you,
It's not innocent.
conspiracy, more than likely. Any of the others, in my honest opinion, definitely not.
I just want them, Well, I mean, you guys, you gotta keep in mind, why did they want him to take that plea agreement, like on the spot? Why? Why? Because they knew they're never gonna convince a jury if they come up with evidence that's like this. It only takes one jury member to say, I gotta look into this more deeply. And then probably if this jury member is also a person like us, who's looking into this exact date and time data, then they will come up with something. So, nah.
Yeah.
Let's just summarize. There's no evidence.
There's none. You're right,
Summarize
Donna
makes it
Johnson.
clear.
There is no evidence.
Yeah. They did not want a trial, right? Exactly. This is why they will not give Ronnie his phone. I explained earlier in a live stream of mine, 2 murders happened in my family, also in Michigan back in 2015. And I was not able to get my aunt's phone or my uncle's phone. So what the detective said, in case some new evidence comes up, they will have to keep those items forever. So this could be the reason, but I mean, what more evidence do you want? What more evidence do you want? And like Dave said, I mean, where to go with this stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not see that on Lana's or KK's channel.
Earlier this year or in 2020. Go back and check that info out. None of this makes sense. None of what you've just shown makes sense.
Mm-mm. Nope. Have not seen this on any of their channels. Yeah, he needs to just talk.
Yeah.
He needs to talk. Seemed like he thought his fam was alive but not coming back. I just can't figure out. Yeah. Yeah. This his family might come back. Yeah. I mean, what was that message about? What was that message about? That's ridiculous. They'd freak out. Where were the kids? Why did he go out? Who was in his driveway Saturday night? What happened? I definitely believe that he was part of the planning and all that. Definitely.
Yep.
He was.
Tiger Girl, I can see that. Tiger Girl. It's possible. But the thing is, he didn't commit any of the crimes that he's been convicted of. And because no one died in the house. If no one dies in the house, and no one died out at Cervi,
Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry, he didn't take them in his vehicle out to Cervi. So Chris could not have actually physically killed anyone. It's obvious. It's actually obvious. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And when he was on the porch, I believe he was begging to him to bring his family home.
What do you mean?
Well, when he was on the porch, I believe he was actually talking to what I believe was the kidnappers.
Yeah,
And
well,
then,
I
but
think
then, why did he have the blankets in the cooler? Why was he taking the blankets in the cooler at 6:20 p.m.? Scene.
because the kids weren't in the house, they were taken out when
Yeah,
this
this is
car appeared.
Tuesday. Yeah, I'm talking about Tuesday night. Where was it? Why was he taking the blankets and cooler? Where was he taking them to? Were the kids being held somewhere else? The
Yeah.
port, the speech on the porch. Was he talking to the like to the kidnappers, so to speak? That he wants his family back. Is
Hmm.
that what he was saying on the porch? This is the
I mean, he
I
gives
believe.
little snippets. Yeah. He says, "Oh, if somebody has them,
Yeah,
there you go." He does give little hints, you know. The data does not have CW climbing the steps at Cervi. Exactly. Also, what I have proven.
yeah, and I will give credit to Lana. When Lana's talking about the case and talking about the data, Lana is very switched on. I will
Hmm.
give her credit in that respect. But it's all the
Yeah.
other shit that makes me I just go absolutely ape shit and nuts with her. It's all the other stupid shit.
Have
But
nothing to
when
do
she
with that.
actually talks about the actual case, okay, and then she brings the information to us, she does a
Yeah.
brilliant job at doing it.
Oh yeah,
That I will
definitely.
compliment her for.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to take her seriously when I'm sorry, but when she actually does the things she does. So that's where I'm very conflicted in that department. She's
It's okay. She has her channel. That's fine. What
yes,
other things she does outside of investigating this case, it's none of my business.
yeah,
I'm sorry to
that's,
keep you very short here, Dave.
that's fine. No, that's fine. So but she's very switched on with the Watts case. That I can tell everyone that. And I had her on my channel and we had a very good open conversation in regards to NK and also about NA. It was actually quite a good experience. Well, better than I
Aussie,
thought it was going to be.
yeah, Aussie Pete is saying something good. If he knew of a plan, what benefits to Chris, or is there a chance he was being held to ransom of some kind?
Well, I'll let you answer that one because
What I
there's
can,
you
what I
came
can,
across something yesterday you discussed with me in messages.
what did I come across?
Something about the office.
That's
It's
what
quite
I'm.
interesting.
That
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. Okay, you guys. Maybe next week. I'm not sure if, but if not, then after my holiday, I'll be showing you some pictures of the office and what I have discovered in the office. Okay? This is all I say for now.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe in my head that something was searched for in her office. And this did not happen on Monday.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm. Correct. Before.
Yep.
Before Monday.
Hmm.
Well, there you go, everyone. So, hi, Mia. Thank you for being here. Very
Hi,
much
Mia.
appreciate it. See, she's all part of the team. This Watch Train, us little creators all banding together in a way, basically, to keep this alive. And if we weren't doing what we were doing, you wouldn't have been able to present this live stream today.
Shadow Dancer, I've also was in contact with Kathleen. No,
Mm.
thanks.
Mm-hmm.
She does cases where she can profit. Like, it's not about justice for her. It's about money, 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 money.
There you go, everyone. Now you can see her facial expressions and the things she does when she actually says things to you. Isn't it
Mm-hmm.
much better having her on camera?
Yeah. I'm in my pajamas already and stuff, so I was
Yeah.
surprised.
Yep. So,
Yeah, they need to make some calls.
yep, they do. Tumbleweed weed, you are 100% spot on.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think this case will ever be solved? Well, I think we're a lot closer right now, Purple. But the court of public opinion isn't a court of law.
Oops. The
Sadly.
mainstream media is not ignoring this, but the mainstream media has basically also, you know, they are restricted on what to report as well.
So I believe in my honest opinion, they're in the back pockets of people involved, and it keeps it out of the Denver Post. It keeps it off Denver 7. It keeps it away from the big parts of the Colorado news organizations.
Exactly.
So,
the media
you're right.
have tarnished the case. Yes, they did, but on the other hand, the DA let them put out false information for a week, right? For a week.
Yep. And the first report, Chris Watts had confessed, everybody, to killing his whole family at 10:30 p.m. on the Wednesday night, the 15th, half an hour before he was in handcuffs. But he had never confessed to killing all three. He confessed to killing Shanann in a fit of rage after she had killed the children. But before he was in handcuffs, it was already out there that he had confessed to killing his entire family. Yeah. So,
and a day later, Tammy Lee's husband posts on Facebook how great they are, catching a killer in a day. Yep. And she responds, and thank goodness that I'm such a newbie and a Netflix newbie.
We're both newbies.
Then, a day later, I catched these messages and I screenshotted them. But I'm a newbie.
You are not a newbie.
Only on the case since the Netflix documentary came out. Didn't you know that, Dave?
I know, but it's amazing when I see some videos that you've got up here on your channel posted 2 years ago. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, this was YouTube, and then I was, I'm not doing it. Too much drama, too much yes on this case.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I saw, but you've got a couple of videos out there that say, 2 years ago.
And, yeah, this was when I was basically deciding, do I do a YouTube or don't I? And back then I was thinking I won't do one.
Yep. So, look, everyone, I've got to run because I've got to go and I've got to talk to the family of Ivy. I haven't spoken with them yet. I've got to talk about this. Ivy's family needs our support, everyone, the entire YouTube community support. They seriously need some financial support and backing to help them through the next few months, and obviously for the upcoming funeral expenses for Ivy. That. Well, she's got 3 months or so. That's it. And she's 6 years old, and she was diagnosed 3.5 weeks ago. So it's really sad. Okay, so everyone knows what the Watts case does to me about these beautiful kids. Well, this is real life for me, and this is a little girl who lives just up the road. Alrighty, so I want to use my platform for an unbelievably good reason, and I believe this is a good enough reason to actually utilize it and try and get every bit of support we can. So I need to disappear. I want to say thank you for your last 3.5 hours work. No, you are unbelievable. What's the Obsession is going live at she's going live in an hour and a half from now. So yeah, an hour and a half from now, 10 o'clock Eastern. Then I'm going live an hour after that. All right. So If
I'll
you,
be going to bed.
yes.
This is where
Well,
I go.
let's tell everybody it is 1:34 a.m. 2:34 a.m. for you right now.
I'm gonna show you guys the music for my upcoming trailer for the documentary Into the Abyss.
Yep.
Will I
And
hear it again, Dave?
I'll hear it again. If you've gotten it up very, very loud, everyone, you're about to have
Yeah.
your
And tell me,
earphone, your ears. This is
you
good.
guys tell me what you think.
Yep.
Hold on
Here
a
we go.
second, 1 second.
This is the music.
This
Music
is the
only.
music for the upcoming trailer for the documentary I'm working on. Blah, 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 blah. I only have the audio. Just 1 second. Is there a commercial? I'm gonna make it loud so you guys can hear.
We'll
Dave
hear.
had trouble hearing it.
Right,
Yeah, he's
sure.
a granddad now, so.
I'm a poppy.
Mhm.
I'm a poppy.
Okay, you guys, this is the music for the new trailer. You hear it?
Clearly.
Tell me what you guys think.
That
That's
is
it.
epic. Epic, epic,
Huh?
epic. I can picture a lot of pictures of MK happening in that.
Oh, shut up. That's why no, I'm not going to tell you anything anymore.
I was just guessing. Of
Yeah,
course, I
yeah,
was just guessing. Just guessing.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the music for the upcoming trailer. Maybe I put it in next week sometime.
You said
During
it's going to take you about a week in your off time to actually put it together, I believe. So that's going to be, yeah. So
Yeah,
there's
in the
going to be a lot
evening.
of work going into this, everyone. Just want to let you
I'm
know.
still be working next week, but in the evening I put this together, or maybe later or tomorrow or whenever. Okay, you guys,
Epic.
I'm gonna wrap this up here as well.
Yep.
Thank you everybody for joining, and yeah, see you guys next week Saturday, which will be the last live stream before my holiday. So we're gonna see us next week Saturday, and then again on the 10th with the first part of the documentary. Okie dokie. Maybe I will miss you guys so much that I'm gonna put another live stream in my holiday in between. All right. Wrap this up. Have a great rest of your Saturday and Sunday and tomorrow, and great week next week. And definitely see you guys. Please watch the live stream Dave's gonna be putting up in an hour. In an hour, is it?
I covered in 2 hours and 20 minutes from now.
2 hours and 20 minutes
It's a very special, very special
for
a
Ivy.
fundraiser for Ivy and her family. For Ivy and her
Yes.
family.
Please go watch it and donate, even, if it's 50 cents, if it's $1, everything
Yep.
helps.
Everything will
Okay.
help.
Just give what you can, guys, and make these last 3 months very special for that little girl. It's
Absolutely.
heartbreaking. Absolutely
It's
heartbreaking.
horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Love you all. Have a great time and be good. No drama.
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
Keep it up, you guys.
Thanks,
Okay. See you
everyone.
later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.